to Issues and Insights, the show that keeps you up to date on all the great things going on in our community. I'm your host, Kendra Stewart-Scott, and I'm so glad to be with you today. Thank you for tuning in. We have a great show lined up. The good news is that we are back to some normalcy in our community, and the summer is heating up, not only temperature-wise, but with lots of events and activities. Folks are excited to be back out and enjoying all the great things our community has to offer. So here today to tell us about some upcoming events and some great things that you want to check out, we have some folks from the city of Elizabethtown. The one and only Miss Sarah Vaughn, the city events coordinator, the baddest event planner in town.
Ooh, I like that title.
I know, it works, doesn't it? It's the truth, it's the truth. And joining us today also Mr. Travis Wells, and he is the assistant program coordinator for the Parks and Recreation Department. So welcome, Travis.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we're glad to have you all, and I'm so excited that, and I know you guys are excited to be back planning events and activities for the community again. So, and it kind of happened quickly because the restrictions were lifted, and then everybody said, okay, so let's go back to
all of
cruising and
it.
all of it. So tell us what is coming up next, what you've been doing, and what folks can expect.
Well,
start from the top.
I know, right? So we came back with a vengeance. The event planning world just like unleashed, and it's great. But it's a little bit like, drinking from a fire hose or something. It's just, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. We got like 4 calls yesterday at the State Theater just to rent this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's just, and kind of every day is like that.
Sure.
So it's great, but we're like, okay, we got to get back. We're a little rusty.
Right.
We kind of been painting and, not doing a lot of event planning for a while. So so coming up, just in a few short weeks, we've actually got Cruise in the Heartland returning.
Yay.
Yeah,
and
so
that's huge.
It is. So we originally had canceled it because restrictions just weren't being lifted. We had heard the end of July would be the first time they would, lift any of that. And so we went ahead and made the call to cancel. And then when the news came out, we wasted all of about 35 seconds and got on the phone and said, can we do this? Yeah, we can do this. We can have the streets shut down and we can have cars. The rest of it, we'll figure it out. And so that's what we're doing. And probably the most amazing thing that's coming out so far of cruising is that we have over $30,000 in cash sponsorship.
Oh my gosh.
And I've been doing cruising now. This is the 10th year I'll be doing cruising. I've never had that much cash sponsorship before. So businesses who have been struggling and are still struggling with employees and everything like that, they're seeing the value of community and getting back out there and stepping up. And so I'm not going to try to pretend to name all of them because I will offend someone. But it's amazing. Jim's Express Car Wash stepped up, and he's our primary along with tourism for the whole event. Next 2 levels down, I will say Hardin County Honda and Swope at $5,000 each. And so it's just excellent. It's very humbling. When you call folks and say, hey, I know it's short notice, and they said, we're in. We want to have staff.
Yes.
And of course, the sponsorship 100% goes to paying for the expenses. We don't make any money on cruising, despite what people think. The city makes millions on cruising. Not true. Usually, it costs us because of staff and things like that. And so the sponsorships offset all of those costs. So it's amazing and makes me thankful all over again to live in a community where people see value in getting together and something as simple as beautiful classic cars, but what it represents for Elizabethtown. So we're super excited. This year feels a little different than before. Technically the 11th annual event of Cruise in the Heartland. And so it's going to be great. So Friday, July 30th, we'll be out at Freeman Lake Park. We actually have the show portion. Okay. So where you can get your vehicle judged if you so want it to. And then Saturday, of course, is cruising in downtown, and we've got live music, and we've got all the awesome stuff. Chick-fil-A is jumped on board with us at the State Theater, so we're going to have a $7 grab-and-go breakfast in the morning, which is new.
Great idea.
The event is actually 8 to 5, which is a little bit different. A lot of folks said, I thought it opened that early. No, it was usually 10 to 7, but everybody showed up super early, and they left at 5. So we just changed the hours officially.
Because people like to get there early to get their primo parking spot for their vehicle. Is that correct?
Exactly. They want to get there early, and usually by 4 or 5, they're ready to head on out. Some of them have been there since 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So
that's crazy.
They're crazy. They're crazy car people, and we love it.
Yes. About how many cars actually attend every year? I mean, I know it's thousands.
It's thousands. So we have actually physically counted all the way up to 3,500.
Oh, my goodness.
So, and you always miss some or a lot. We don't know what we miss. So that's why we say 2,500 plus, 3,000 plus. My honest, by looking at maps, because I've literally printed out maps and counted spaces and square footage, I mean, you can fit probably anywhere from 7,000 to 8,000. So,
oh, my stars.
And there's times during the event where you're driving through and there is no parking area at all. So my assumption is we've hit double that before, at least at one certain time. But yeah, crazy. And I'm excited. Wolf Brothers are going to be singing. And one of the awesome things, something new, we're going to have a cash cube. So if you bring your vehicle and you register it, we're going to pick 3 winners at the end of the day. You get to get in the cash cube where the money's flying all around you.
Those are great.
And you just grab,
those tornadoes, and you just grab.
So excited. It just came in yesterday, and I'm dying to get it plugged up and get in there just to try it out.
How much money will be in there?
We're looking at about 500 the first round, and then adding a little bit more, about 1,000 to 1,500, something like that. So it's going to be great.
Oh, that is a great idea. And it will be down where folks will be able to see and watch it all.
Oh, and entertaining?
Yes.
It's so entertaining to see people get in those. So
we got to do some practice runs.
I know,
Just saying,
right?
just
If you guys
saying.
get bored down there at the chamber, just come on down.
Girl, I will.
We're going
I
to
will
need
be
some
there.
guinea pigs.
Right.
Throw in some Monopoly money.
That's all I need. Yeah, just practice, put a little glue in my hands. I'm ready.
Some Culver's coupons,
Right.
you know.
Well, yeah. Oh, hey, you're speaking my language. Yeah. Some Chick-fil-A free sandwiches. I'm good.
Exactly. Great idea, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. So there will be the cars, obviously, the live music, the vendors.
Yep,
just
all the great food,
activities all day.
so many giveaways. Our sponsors step up. Wayne's Tires is giving away a free set of tires and wheels,
Love them.
which is
That's
worth well over $1,500.
Yes.
So yeah, they are. Hardin County Honda always does amazing, really cool giveaways. Swope brings out the Bill's cars from the museum.
Yes.
He's always got his rolls out there, or Carl, the crew will bring Bill's cars out there, and it's just exciting. It's great.
It really is.
So come on down, and of course, more info, etownevents.com. Click on the Cruisin' logo. And so right after that, we will, right before that, I have to mention, Inside the Barrel, a new bourbon event.
Ooh, I love the name of that. Inside the Barrel.
Yes, July the 23rd, so
Okay.
it's actually a week before. We have started, it's a bourbon tasting event.
Okay.
And so there is a restaurant out of New Albany and out of Louisville called Board and You. And they do really cool, awesome things with charcuterie and small bite bourbon pairings and all that. So they're coming to E-Town. And they will officially be coming to E-Town, hopefully in 2022 as a restaurant.
Oh, that would be great.
So
They're testing us out.
They're testing us out, and we're testing them out.
Yes.
So they're going to be there providing the food. It's going to be awesome stuff that you just can't get anywhere in town. And then Steve Nally, who is the master distiller with Bardstown Bourbon Company, he's going to walk us through 4 different brands that they have.
Okay.
And it's just going to be a great evening. So tickets on sale right now for that, $75 each. Or you can get a table for $500.
Great. And where will this take place?
It will be at the State Theater West Banco Gallery.
Nice.
Yeah, on Friday, July 23rd. It's going to be a great night.
It really is. It sounds like a great, just a unique opportunity. Again, not
Yes.
something we get to do all the
No.
time here in our community. And
No.
I think it's a great opportunity.
Definitely
for-
a special night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a great little
Yeah, so
setup.
super stoked about that one as well. Once we hit August, we're going to be going into the Heartland Parade.
It's
August 28th. It's back.
It's back.
And it's back with a vengeance. I
Well,
never
yeah.
had this many applications.
Oh,
this
I bet.
early.
Because literally the COVID year taught us just not to take anything for granted, and we really miss something when it's gone. We've always been like, oh, it's always a parade.
Right.
Well, no, there wasn't. So
There-
when you miss
there really
something,
wasn't.
there really wasn't. Last year was just like a blank slate year. So to have all of our stuff back, they are chomping at the bit. I know to
Yes.
get back. So this may be the biggest, longest, greatest parade you've ever had.
I know, right? We might be there till 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, it's fine.
It's fine. Bring
Got
your
nothing else
sunscreen.
going- Right.
Yeah, so August 28th, the theme this year is superheroes, and we picked that because it's very broad, because we have seen a lot of different types of superheroes. I mean, I know the ladies at Kroger and the men at Kroger during COVID were my superhero.
Amen.
When I'm stuck in the house with 3 little ones that literally eat everything. And it just, we could go on and on about different organizations and different people that showed up during COVID, and folks that in our daily lives that are superheroes to us. So yes, and you're going to love this. Rick Stansberry is going to be our Grand Marshal. And we're putting them in a candy apple red convertible.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll get more information out on that soon.
I'm very excited about
I know.
Yes.
I figured you'd be a fan of that.
Well, all of us fans, all of us because he is a local guy. A lot of folks don't know that, but he is from this region, from Meade County, and so,
yes.
Go Tops.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's excited to do it. He was like, I'm in.
Of course he will. Maybe he'll bring Big Red with him to ride, too.
Oh, man, that'd be great.
Just throwing that out there, Rick.
You are great. I need a notepad.
I know, right?
I like it.
Yes, well, that's very exciting.
Yes.
So, yes, superhero in my little book. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So Sicilian Bank will be doing their customer appreciation right after that, and then we actually will have a concert that night by up-and-comer Ry Davis.
Okay.
So he's just a phenomenal country artist, but he plays a little bit of everything. Great concert. Those tickets are going to be on sale very soon at thestate270.org.
Mm-hmm. And will that take place out at the lake, the concert?
That will actually be at the State Theater.
Oh, at the State Theater, okay.
Inside,
Oh, inside with air conditioning.
With air conditioning, and we don't care if it rains.
Right.
All the good stuff.
Yes, okay.
Fun.
Good
Candy,
stuff.
nachos, beer, all there.
All the goods.
All the goods, yep. And then right after that, we will be hopping right into the wine festival.
Mm-hmm.
So lots happening. We've got concerts lined up September, October, November, December for the State Theater. Yeah. I know I'm cutting into Travis's time, so I'm going to wrap it up. But we've got a lot. So thestate270.org. Always check that out for the lineup and the up and coming. etownevents.com. And then, of course, we're very active on social media through the City Events Facebook page and the State Theater's Facebook page. So,
and that's the best way if folks want to apply to be a vendor, if they want to sign up for the parade.
Reach out to us, call us at the theater, any of that. Yeah.
That's the best way.
So
pretty much for you from July through December, steamroll.
Yes. We started earlier in June this year.
Yes.
So
we
earlier,
did.
a bit later.
Right. Yeah, you had a great successful downtown concert.
Yes, it was great.
That was fantastic.
It was.
Beautiful weather and great crowd. So, I mean, you've just been rolling, girl.
We have.
Yeah, you're making up for 2020.
Oh.
We appreciate it.
Whoa, we sure are.
We're going to see a lot of you the rest of the year. So, Travis, obviously the city, you are super involved as well. And so there have been lots of activities and events going on. And people don't always think about Parks and Rec. They just think, oh, well, you go to the park, you hang out at the park. But there are activities and events and programs that you all have been really working hard on and planning. So tell us a little bit about what's been going on in your world.
I don't know if I can top Rick Stansberry, but I'll try.
It'll be tough.
I'll try. I can tell you some stories when the camera's off.
Oh, okay. Go
So
Tops.
let's jump back in time a little bit. So Anna and I came over from the sports park, and we were like, hey, let's do some programs for the city outside of what Sarah does. And COVID happened.
Right.
So we had 18 months of just, we should see our office. We have a whiteboard with stuff on it, and then we have a pegboard, and whatever's coming up the next 3, we have them all listed off. And it was just, so for like a year, we just had stuff on the board, like just random stuff on the board.
Ideas.
So in the past, I guess, few weeks, we had our first week of summer camp, which is the first summer camp we've had here, I guess city sanctioned in probably 20 years, 25 years, something like that.
Yeah, what a great mood you're filling.
And it was great. We spent time at the pool. The EPD came out. The fire department came out and showed us all their toys and played with all the lights and stuff. The kids love that. EPD stayed there for like half the day with the kids. The kids really liked that, yeah. So that was awesome. We have week 2 coming up, starts on July 19th. So to answer the questions about the summer camp that we've gotten since we opened registration. So after we kind of got wind that we were going to be able to do this without the COVID issues, we opened registration online, and we booked in maybe 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So we had 40 slots each week. So to answer everybody's question, yes, we plan to expand next year. So what does expansion look like? Hopefully more weeks, hopefully bigger pools for each week. We'll see what our staff looks like. We're planning on, hopefully next year we'll be able to hire some more people, so that'll let us have bigger groups. Maybe we can do 2 groups at once and play around with it like that. So yes, that's the plan for next year. We wanted to make sure we had a handle on it, and week 1 was stellar. So
that's
if I can toot my own horn. We had some good feedback, that's why I say that.
Yes, that's great. What are the ages that you're serving in the camp?
So this year was 6 to 12. We might alter it next year. Maybe we'll do a 6 to 8 and then a 10 to 12. Maybe we'll kind of split it up. And we did find that, having a 6-year age gap, some of the kids were more interested in other things, which you expect. But we might split it up like that once we have more staff. That's kind of our vision for it. We also had a fishing derby on the 3rd. And
that's cool.
We had $800 of gifts to give away. We didn't have 30 grand.
Well, that's a lot though for little kids. That's
right.
amazing.
So,
yes.
Kiwanis gave us some bikes. Which everybody was stoked about the bikes. Sportsman Rod and Reel gave us some fishing poles and some minnow buckets. Walmart and Target were involved. I'm forgetting somebody that's important, so hopefully they don't watch this. But yeah, it was awesome. We had 150 for sure. Or like you said, it's hard to tell sometimes. Not everybody registered or came up and told us they were there. But we had a good time. We caught all kinds of fish. Kentucky Fish and Wildlife were there. We had face painting, balloon animals. We had a snow cone people there. Best part of the whole thing for me, a kid caught a bluegill that was about this big and sprinted full speed from the lake beach with his pole like this, ran all the way up to the Fish and Wildlife guy and was like, made him measure it and weigh it.
Oh, that's so cute. Obviously the first fish he'd ever caught.
Right, yeah, it was like 3 ounces. But it was cute.
Precious. But to him it was a whale.
Yeah, he was so excited. He couldn't believe it. He caught it with his little like Spider-Man reel or whatever it was, you know.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
Did it make it back to the water?
Yeah, he took it back to the water.
Okay, good. That was my next question. Yes.
Officer Fisher, I think they're called officers, right? Fish and Wildlife.
Yes.
I'm gonna get the name right. I don't want to call them the wrong thing. Anyway, he's like, yeah, go put that back in the water. So,
Save its life.
so that's kind of what we have going on the past few weeks. Next Thursday we have a special needs event.
Yes, talk about that.
So we did a survey right when we came over from the sports park. Like, what can we do for the community that you guys would like? Top 2 answers: summer camp. And second answer was special needs activities. So obviously we jumped on those. We knew there was a need and a want. So we called Art in the Arboretum. Come out to the Arboretum.
Oh, wonderful setting.
Yeah, it's awesome. Our master gardeners do an awesome job out there. Ed and Joni do a really good job. We did still lifes. Yesterday we did fossils with clay, which was pretty cool. Some made fossils, some made dinosaurs, which is fine. I was much more interested in the dinosaurs actually, because then we were making a whole scene and we had water and everything. But anyway, next week is watercolors with ice cubes. So we mix the watercolors into the ice, freeze it, and then you can paint with the ice cube. So it's
clever.
It's like a little sensory, tactile thing.
Yes.
I know a lot of special needs people like those things. It helps them, adapt or whatever. So piggybacking off of that, we had lots of conversations with special needs parents, parents with disabilities, with kids with disabilities, and breaking news. I don't think I've told anybody except for you guys backstage. We're going to start a group, a special needs group, and we're going to call it SNAP, which is Special Needs Activities and Programs.
Oh, I love it.
So once a month we'll have something to Pritchard. It might be art, maybe we'll probably do a ball at some point somewhere. Of course, we'll be reaching out to community partners, kind of like, what can we do? And having a group makes it easier for us to, reach out to these other groups. So like, it's easier for me to go to Sarah and be like, hey, can we do X, Y, or Z? I have a group, as opposed to like, I might have 5 people.
Right, yes.
So,
an organized group that's really invested in it, and really the experts can tell you what works, what doesn't work for their children.
And to that point, they've been super helpful. So when the parents have came to just our few little events we've had, they've been telling us all kinds of stuff like, kids, they don't like, avoid things like that are super loud, or avoid things that are really sticky, and like things that I just don't know. Which has been awesome, and of course the kids have so many ideas. They want to do a prom, or like they want to go to a Louisville City soccer game. Like,
oh wow!
But I like how excited they are. It makes it easier for me, because like when they have that energy and that excitement, you kind of feed off of it. So we have a lot of ideas. Again, on our storyboard we have in the office, there's like 25 things on there. But the idea is we'll do one thing a month with us. It'll be free, and then. Every few months we'll sprinkle in something that may be at cost for the group, or we'll try to get a deal, and then we'll do as a group. Maybe we go to a Sky Zone, or maybe we do a movie. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But again, these are all things they've suggested, so which is awesome. Yes. And then the other, I guess, biggish community event we have coming up, we have I'm going to call it a kite jamboree.
Ooh, okay.
On
kite jamboree.
Yeah, it's on September the 8th. It'll be at the Nature Park. September 18th, excuse me. It'll be at the Nature Park. So. We'll start at 9 and go to about lunch, noon, something like that. And everybody's welcome to come fly kites. We're going to have vendors. We'll have food there. We're maybe face painting. We'll see how that goes. They might be booked that day for the Bourbon Festival. I think that's that afternoon. And we'll, Do you guys ever read The Kite Runner?
No, I'm afraid not.
Okay, sorry. Might be an obscure pull. It's I read it in high school. They fly kites and they fight them to cut the strings. That's not what we're doing. So when the idea of a kite jamboree, was brought to me, I was like, so we're gonna do a competition, and they're like, there's a winner, because that's what kite was to me.
Sure.
Because they do like, it's almost like it's like
the robot battle box,
Yeah,
but it's kites.
exactly.
I've heard about it. Yes, I've not seen it, but I've heard about it.
It's really, it's actually
People that
pretty
are kite-
intense. and
Kite
people
makers are very. I mean, it's intense and elaborate, and
I'm just glad to get it up there. I don't
I
want
know.
to
Yeah.
like taking
I'm
it
like,
down.
just stay up.
It's kind of impressive. They kind of like, they build them a certain way, and they can have all these little techniques where they roll the. Anyway, I was like, that's what we're doing, right? And they're like, no, we're just flying kites. I was like, oh, sorry.
We're playing nice. We're playing pretty.
So yeah, we're playing pretty.
I like it.
So anyway, we'll be out there for a couple hours, and we'll have a bunch of stuff. We'll have music, and we'll have kites to give away if you don't have any, and to hand out.
Nice.
So that's kind of through September. And then looking into the holidays, we'll have Santa Express again. We'll, sign up online. Santa will come visit you in your house, bring you a gift. We'll have Santa letters like we did the last couple of years, where you drop off a letter to Santa, and we'll send him to the North Pole, and he'll write you back.
Yeah, it's great that you have a direct line to Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed by that.
We have a magical mailbox we have a couple of magical mailboxes that got sent to us. So when we had camp, I opened the door to get one of the big. We had a big beach volleyball. went to go get it out, and one of the kids saw the Santa mailbox, and they were like, "Can I use it now?" I'm like, "It's July."
Too soon.
No, he doesn't take letters until like November.
That's exactly right. Yes, you have to get past Halloween.
So, and we have a few other things we're working on that aren't necessarily finished yet or approved yet for October. And those will be, look for those on our Facebook page, Elizabethtown City Facebook. Or you can go to the website, elizabethtownky.org, and click on Parks and Rec, and you'll see our little banner there, and we'll have our little flyers up for our different events. So some things might be added in the next few weeks for us to do, so keep an eye out for those.
Awesome. So what made you want to start hosting and planning and doing all these extra events for our community and for the kids of our community?
Well, we, like I said, we were at the park, and we were doing all kinds of sporting events. And a lot of the sporting events were people from Texas and Indiana and wherever else. So when tourism took over the park, we had opportunity to move over to the city, and it was kind of, well, what can we bring? What can we do? What are our talents fit? So my background's college athletics, Anna's is programming. So it made sense for us to do some community level events, especially for the kids. Sarah does these big overarching things a lot of the time. You know what I mean? Like cruising is huge, and the wine festival's big. 8,000 cars and stuff. Like, well, okay, so what can we send out? So we sent out the survey. What do you guys need or want that we can handle? And it just kind of made sense. There was a need there, and we're kind of fitting it in. We're plugging stuff in.
That's awesome. So do you need sponsors, volunteers? How can our community support you?
Volunteers are always good, especially for summer camp. Hello.
Yes.
40 kids. There was like 4 of us last week with 40 kids, and I'm not a parent, so that was a learning curve for me.
Oh, hello.
Right. So my wife is a teacher, and I came home and I was like, yeah, they were asking me all kinds of crazy questions and telling me stories, and she's like, I told you.
Right.
She's like, I told you it was going to be like that. But anyway, it was fun. So we can use volunteers for pretty much any of our events. You can volunteer. You can come by Pritchard, ask for Anna or I. We have a volunteer application form that we have. We'll have you fill that out. You can call Pritchard, 270-765-5551. As far as sponsors go, we have a sponsorship letter that we hand out for things that we think we need them for. So we'll probably reach out for people for SNAP. We'll probably reach out for some kite stuff, maybe some giveaways. If one of the other things comes through, we'll need some vendors.
Oh, sure.
Is that too much of a hint? I don't know. I might get in trouble for that. But if we do, we'll have a whole thing. We'll put that up on the website, asking for vendors and stuff like that. So keep an eye on the website, and if you just want to be involved, just come to Pritchard and talk to us. Even if you have an idea for an event, maybe you want to do, kayaking or foot golf or disc golf or whatever you want to do. Just come talk to us. We're open to anything. I mean, that's what we're here for.
The kayaking race that used to be at Heartland Festival was huge.
Kayaking race?
Yes, there was
around,
kayaking and canoeing and
around the lake?
somebody always seemed to tip a canoe.
Always.
Always.
Always tip a canoe.
That
Always,
was
yes.
the goal, I think.
I think, yes, but it was fun because it would be.
It was huge. Several hundred people would get in it.
Lots
Really?
and lots of people. Some of usually our city council members, and it was always really
Tony
fun.
Bishop
event. I
was
know.
on.
Yeah,
Really?
bring that back. Bring that back.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Duly noted. We'll make a note of that.
So, and I think that's what will happen is when you ask people, folks always have great ideas, things they've either seen in other communities or things they've thought about, just didn't know how to execute it, and they're like, hey, let me talk to Travis about this, and they might be the people that can make it happen.
And we're willing to partner up. Like if you have the idea and you have you're half of the way there, sure, we can help out, and that's what we're here for. And we're open to anything really. We like to do different stuff. It keeps it interesting.
That's true. Well, and people love hearing that because so often they think the city is just about, paying taxes and the police department and fire department and, ordinances or whatever, and there's so much more. And we are blessed to live in a community that our city gives back and does so much, provides these services for the citizens, because we know it doesn't come cheap and it's not free, but to always have something going on, especially coming off a pandemic year, is,
Right.
that's really something to celebrate. So, I mean, gosh, thank you both for your really, really hard work, because we know it takes a lot, and the city staff is small. Your staff is itty bitty. Parks and Rec, not huge, and they are separated across lots of different spectrums and doing different things. So it takes a lot to make all this stuff happen.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not. Okay, so one more time, give us all the places people can find you: social, phone number, website, all that good stuff.
So elizabethtownky.org is the city's main website. You can access, if you click on departments, you can access Parks and Rec. And then if you click on the events tab, that will take you to what is also known as etownevents.com. Etownevents.com is just the faster way to get there if you're wanting to see a specific large event or something that the events program. And some people are like, well, yes, we all work together, but we do different things and serve separate needs. So, but you can check that out. At the State Theater is thestate270.org. We have the Elizabethtown City Events Facebook page. We have the Historic State Theater Facebook page for the events and the concerts happening there. And then Elizabethtown KY, Elizabethtown City, the main Facebook page pretty much covers all of that, and of course the programs with Parks and Rec. Did I say that correctly? Yeah. Great. Okay.
So really, you're not hidden at all. If people want to find the information, they can certainly
out there.
find the information. It is out there, as well as on here on HCEC-TV and the local newspapers. You've got billboards, brochures, flyers. You're everywhere.
Yep.
Which is good. That's what we want.
Trying to be.
That's right. All right. So save the date tell us the dates of the big events coming up.
July 30th and 31st is Cruising the Heartland with Jim's Express Car Wash. August the 28th is the Heartland Homecoming Parade. July 23rd is Inside the Barrel with E-Town Tourism at the State Theater. September 18th is the Wine Festival.
And more to come.
More to come.
And Christmas parade. We hate to talk, it's Christmas in July, however, but there will be a Christmas parade this year, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
December the 4th.
She's back. And lots of great events going on with you as well, Parks and Rec, Travis. So we'll just tell folks, just keep an eye on the website.
Yes, ma'am. Keep an eye on the website. We'll keep posting updates and reminders and all that fun stuff. September 18th, Kite Jamboree at the Nature Park. Don't forget, we hope to see a lot of you there.
Bring your own kite.
Bring your own kite. We'll have a few to give away, but eventually we'll run out.
Sure. And people may, for real kite people,
right?
They probably already have their own fancy
little
kite.
Yeah. If you have a really big one, please bring it. I want to see a really big kite. I've only seen them on YouTube. I want to see a gigantic one.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'll put you in touch. I know a kite maker, so
awesome.
I'll hook you up. All right. I know he's right here in town as well. So yes, he has people. All right. Well, thank you both for being here. We really appreciate your time and expertise and sharing all this good news with us. It's just so nice to have things to look forward to and events to plan for, something to fill our days and to celebrate. Because we were just, last year I didn't know what day it was because there wasn't an event to. I was like, is this Heartland Month? No. Oh, we're not having that. Oh, is this? No, we're not having that.
It's sad.
So it's so nice that we can plan and get those folks here in town and get back out and celebrate and see our friends and neighbors. So thank you all so much. We appreciate you all tuning in today. Of course, check out the website and the Facebook pages for more information. We hope you enjoyed today's program. I know I did. I learned a whole lot. Now I've got dates on the calendar, big events coming up. So we hope you'll take advantage of those. If you have any questions or concerns, give us a call anytime, and we'll be happy to answer those questions for you. So on behalf of HCEC-TV, I'm Kendra Stewart-Scott. Hope you have a great day, a wonderful summer, and we will see you next time. And we'll see you at all the events at the City of E-Town. Have a good one.